The Atlas have continued to prove that they're the best team in the PLL. Out of all the key pieces on this team, Gavin Adler continues to stand out. Against the Waterdogs, he got the #1 matchup of Michael Sowers. He was able to hold him to only a single point the entire game. With Gavin locking down the best player on opposing teams and Entenenmann standing on his head every game, this defense feels unstoppable. Today I'm going to break down Adler's matchup against Sowers and show you what makes him so good. I promise if you watch till the end of this video, you'll learn something new. Let's get into it. There are 2.1 million lacrosse players in the world, and only 3% of them will get recruited to play D1 lacrosse. Every player is working just as hard as you, making it impossible to get ahead. To become a D1 player, you need to work smarter than everyone else. Video analysis is the newest technology to work smarter and become the best player in the field. Visit the link in the description to get your film analyzed by the nation's best players. After a single session with a coach, I promise you'll be one of the smartest players in the field. Let's get back to the video. Here's our first clip.
Atmosphere. Scoring has slowed down. The intensity has not.
Sowers working on Adler.
Here Adler gets dodged on in the back corner. Notice how when he breaks into a run, he keeps his chest facing towards Sowers. This lets him keep his hips more square, allowing him to cut the other way if Sowers rolls back. On this dodge, Adler finds himself right next to this pick. He knows that he doesn't have enough space to get under it, so he jams Sowers to get over. Generally, more athletic players are going to have more success getting over picks because it takes a more aggressive play style. After the initial contact on the pick, Adler stays patient and sits back avoiding contact. He then initiates when Sowers hits goal line extended. Notice how much he drives him out and away from the cage. He wants to reduce Sowers' angle in the cage as much as possible. Here's our next clip.
Sowers just getting abused by Adler. Shoots though.
Adler is playing Sowers extremely far out here in the corner. He throws this poke to try and disrupt Sowers' tempo on the dodge and force him into one direction. After this poke, Adler isn't trying to force body contact. They're at full speed, so Adler is waiting for the contact to come to him. When it does, he throws a hard jam, stopping Sowers in his tracks. Makar then comes in for the double team from upfield. Adler's job is to now seal the right side in this double. He wants to deny Sowers the direct line to the cage. To do this, he slams Sowers into the ground. While he did get a penalty here, the timing and intention of the check was perfect. Here's our next clip.
Possessions, but they haven't been able to cash in. Sowers for a little two-man game.
While super simple here, there's a lot to learn. First, watch how aware Adler is of the pick. He has no problem just moving under it to gain vision and avoid it. So many youth players are opposed to playing picks like this for no reason. At X in most situations, your main focus should be getting under the pick like Adler does here. If you want to learn more, we just did a full video on X defense. Once Sowers realizes he can't get Adler into the two-man game, he passes it off. Instead of sitting out of the play, Adler realizes he can go for the double team. When he sees the ball carrier's head turn upfield, he knows he can slide. Sowers isn't much of a threat behind the cage, so he's free rein to go. While the ball carrier gets the shot off, the principle and idea was still here. Here's our last clip.
Fresh legs on the field. They substituted a midfielder out. Sowers lost it. That is not something.
Adler is guarding Sowers at X again in this coverage. Immediately is looking over his shoulder at the pick. Adler loves playing in aggressive coverages, so he stays up on Sowers in this dodge. As they near this pick, he tries to jam Sowers to get over it. He isn't able to get over this pick because it probably should have been called as a moving one. When he feels himself make contact with the pick, he knows that his matchup is switched. This puts him in a unique position where he has nothing to lose on a trail check. As a last resort, he throws the slap on the backside and is able to get the takeaway. Adler continues to prove to be one of the best pulls in the PLL. I can't wait to watch him and the rest of its Atlas team play in the 2024 season. If you want to become a smarter lacrosse player, check out the link in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe.